is your boy UncleKevDawg. We just pulled up to the gym. It's Saturday morning. We're doing a full body workout. If you guys have been watching my previous videos, you know my full body workouts usually start with the lunge set from hell. We switched it up. So we checked the app and we're no longer doing that workout with the lunge set from hell, the kettlebell, push presses, and all those other things we were doing. We are starting it off with some Smith machine bench press supersetted with some pull-ups. And then from there, you'll have to follow along. I actually don't even know the workout verbatim myself. That's why I have the app to kind of guide me through it and make sure I'm logging my sets and reps so I can get stronger every single time. But we are not ready yet. You guys know what the routine is. We're going to pull up to the gym. We're looking fresh in the Mustang. And then we got to get caffeinated. That always hits. I'm telling you guys, don't waste your money on pre-workout, especially if you're already taking creatine. It's the biggest waste of money. You guys don't need it. It's essentially just a bunch of B vitamins and fake energy anyways. Just go get a bottle of Mio Energy. I'm telling you guys, the cherry flavor is fire. You can put this in Diet Coke. You can put this in water. You can put it in Gatorade. Or you can just squeeze it directly in your mouth like me, like a freaking ape. But anyways, I don't know if we're going to be able to record every single exercise just because supersetting, we may be walking from one part of the gym to the other. And, you know, we got to keep up with the rest times, and we don't want to just like waste a bunch of time setting stuff up because at the end of the day, the goal is to get a good workout in. It's not to have to try to record and to make this into a production studio. But we're going to try our best. I'll see y'all in there. All right, what's up, y'all? We are kicking it off with Smith machine flat bench press. And honestly, I haven't done this in years. I mean, I think the general consensus is that if you bench on Smith machine, you're soft. But it actually felt really good. And I'm, doing this voiceover the day after, and my chest is pretty freaking sore. And we only did 3 sets of this. So it obviously did something. It allowed me to go wider too. I mean, I have a football background, so my usual bench grip is more of like a close grip bench, or at minimum like a, medium width bench press grip. So that allowed me to go wide. We did 185 for 3 sets. I think the first set we got 11 or 12 reps, assuming that the bar is also 45 pounds, but a 45 and a 25 on each side. And we did supersets, bench with pull-ups, just doing body weight with a moderately wide grip as well. And then the next superset during this full body workout was standing cable shoulder presses. And I had never done these before. Usually I just do like barbell overhead press. But this was pretty challenging. I enjoy the balance of the stability as far as having cables, but then also the instability of having to stand up and using your core to essentially just keep everything aligned and balanced as you're pressing up. We did 3 sets of that, and then we also supersetted that with tricep cable kickbacks. We actually didn't use the cable machine itself. I have this little band that I use to do like shoulder rotations and stuff like that. So we decided to use that. It's probably going to be hard to gauge, I guess, how hard that'll be over time as far as the amount of weight, because obviously it's just the cable. You can't or the band, you can't add weight to the band. But what you can do is step away further so there's more tension throughout the band, or you can not step away as far and therefore less tension, making the movement easier. So obviously this isn't like a heavy compound where maybe we're trying to like max out or get super strong, but we definitely want to make sure we're still progressing with the accessory movements as well. So I'll keep you all posted as far as how we handle that. And then we moved on to bicep curls, and we're supposed to do concentrated curls like on the bench, but we couldn't find a bench, but we were able to find this. So we just did 20 pounds, and I think like the first set I got 15 reps with the 20-pound dumbbell, And then the next 2 sets, I got a lot weaker, probably because we weren't resting very much. And I only got like 9 and then 8, I think, on the last 2 sets of this. But that was really the end of the workout as far as upper body goes. Biceps is definitely like a weak part for me. I think over the years, I've probably went a little bit too heavy on the bicep curls, just trying to like, I don't know, be a bro and, you know, grab like a 80 pound, 90 pound barbell and just swing that thing around and say I could curl a bunch of weight. But my arms really never grew that big compared to some of the other body parts that I have that I feel like are strengths for me. So what I've really been trying to do this past 6 months or so is just lower the weight, focus on high quality squeezing motions and movements and exercises for the biceps. And also try to increase my pull-up game, do some underhand pull-ups, do some close grip pull-ups, things like that. So I'm just switching it up. But anyways, then we moved on to, I guess, elevated, you know, split squats. I forget what these are called, but you guys know what they are. These are killers. And I don't know why. I think years back I saw someone do this where, you know, they're putting their back foot on a little bit of like a barbell where there's a crease and your ankle can just naturally rest on the crease of that barbell. But I did this, I tried it out, and it felt like shit. So, you know, we did 3 sets of this. The first was with this setup, and then the next 2 sets, we actually just went and found like a normal bench and was able to do it there. But nonetheless, you know, we grabbed the 50-pound dumbbell, so 100 pounds total, and we did 12 the first set, and then I think we got like 10 and then 9 or something. So as you guys know, like whenever you're trying a new program, like maybe the first couple weeks, you're feeling out which weight you want to use, right? You're feeling out the movements themselves, how you feel when you get to that movement, considering the actual grand scheme of all the other exercises you're doing. So could I have gone heavier with 50 pounds? Yeah, probably. Am I going to try to grab the 55s or the 60s next week? Yeah. Will those still be probably light? I don't know. We'll have to see. But, you know, as long as we're trying to push ourselves as hard as we can and, you know, we're getting better at executing the motions and the movements, I think ultimately that's what matters. And then the last leg exercise we did was Romanian deadlifts. We did 3 sets of this as well. The first set, this was kind of like a feeler set because I hadn't done these in well over a month. We just grabbed 50 pounds. I think we actually got 15 reps, which was a breeze. In general, I'm a big fan of going light on these. I mean, you'll never see me do these super heavy because I've just tweaked my back so many times. But the next 2 sets, we definitely bumped up the weight and did 60 pounds in each hand. My guess is that the next week we do this, next Saturday, we'll be able to go heavy on all of these lifts, at least heavier than we did today. But you'll have to wait and see. All right, guys, we are back home. We're about to fuel up. We got some rice, some avocado, 4 ounces of grass-fed ground beef, and some peanuts for extra protein, calories, and good old fats. We're about to crush this. I'll see y'all outside walking the dog. All right, y'all, we are outside. We are walking the dog. It's pretty nice out. It's like 80 degrees. I really like that full body workout, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely a nice change of pace, not having to do the lunge set from hell. I was starting to get a little bit bored with that. Not bored with it, it was just such a pain in the ass. So by the time I got to like my chest and my back movements, I was already cooked. My grip was already cooked. But with this, I mean, we were able to start off with some, you know, heavy compound movements and save the legs for last. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what kind of progress we make, what kind of results we're getting. I'm going to finish walking the dog, and then I'll check in with y'all a little bit later. In the meantime, go take your shirt off. You know what I mean? Go get some vitamin D or vitamin E, whatever the case may be. Go walk around and do something a little bit different, and enjoy your weekend or whatever day it is that you're watching this. All right, peace. All right, what's up, y'all? We're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed that full body workout. A little bit different than the previous full body lifts that we've done over the past 4 or 5 weeks or so. So today's Sunday. We got the normal stuff on the table, right? We got to study for the NASM personal training certificate, grocery shop, meal prep, get ready for the week, chill a little bit, record videos, edit videos, all the above. I mean, just because it's Sunday doesn't mean we got to stop working. We still got stuff we got to do, but obviously we want to make sure we're relaxing a little bit as well. I'm pretty fired up still. I'm drinking my coffee, thinking about the Warriors game from last night. They got the dub in Dub City, you know what I'm saying? So it was a pretty sketch game. Obviously, 1-1 in the series going back home. We at least want to win the first game of the series. And ideally the second game to go 3-1 and then back to Houston. But we didn't have Jimmy, right? Jimmy's out with like a muscle soreness or butt contusion or whatever you want to call it. So it was nice that he was able to rest and we were able to get the win. You know, about a quarter and a half through that game, they had like 20 points. And I was thinking to myself, okay, Steph's getting trapped and double teamed off every screen. Like, how are they going to get any shots off? Like, it just did not look pretty. But GP2 had a huge game. I think at one point he was like 7 of 9 on field goals, which is crazy for GP2. Draymond got it going. He was locking down Sabonis at the end of the game. Overall, super fun win. It definitely reminded me of the glory days of the Warriors, like going back to, 7-8 years ago, like before they had KD, where they weren't as dominant as when they got KD. But when Steph and Draymond and those guys got going, it was a fun team to watch, So let's go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum going. If you made it to this point in the clip, you're a freaking real one. Appreciate you, and we'll chat soon.